Hello, my name is Terrelljones, college development mentor and the author of The Fastest Way to Win in College, where I help train students on how to enjoy, optimize the college process so that they graduate and get into the career that they love. And I'm excited that you joined me here today because today you will learn the 3 simple strategies to graduate faster. Hands down, I'm going to help you enjoy college, graduate fast, and get hired into the career that you love if you stick with me to the end of this webinar. All right. So remember that today we're not gonna have any replays. I know a few students have been asking about that. I'm not gonna be able to provide that today, but stick with me. You're gonna learn a lot. It's gonna be a great journey. Hope you're here, being able to get yourself in an environment where you can focus, listen to this information, and take some great notes. So we're here for a good journey. So jumping into it, I'm just going to let you know a little bit about myself. I'm not going to take too much time here, but as you may know, I'm the author of the celebrated book, The Fastest Way to Win in College. It's my new book that's really going to help you get through this college process, everything that you need to know. And there's a system that goes along with that I'm going to tell you about a little bit later. Just to let you know, I started from the Bronx, New York, a kid that was in an environment that didn't promote college like that, and end up going to college. And when I started, it was just me and my mother going through this process. My dad was in and out of lockup, wasn't really there for me for the financial aspect to help go through this college process. So it was really just me and my mother trying to figure this whole thing out. And I was really a confused kid, didn't know what to do, kind of nervous about being judged if I'm going to do well, can I afford college, and everything else you could think of. So trying to just figure that out, I made a ton of mistakes. Well, I fumbled, bumbled, just stumbled, and I figured out a way how to get my bachelor's degree and get my master's degree, which was great. Did a few things right, and upon graduation, I was able to be hired by a $21 billion Fortune 500 company straight out of college. And I don't say that to impress you, but just to impress upon you that you can start from a place where you don't know what's going on, what to do, and you just kind of figure this out, and you can get to a place where you really hired and get into the profession that you really want to get into. So started that, and I was able to get my entire graduate degree paid for by the company, which was awesome. And that allowed me to make over $200,000 in less than 2 years of my graduate degree, which was awesome. So I'm going to tell you exactly a little bit more about that and let you know about my new course that I'll be launching called the Dreams to Degrees Academy. So you're going to really enjoy that as we go along. So there's a few announcements for sticking on with me today. I want to promote those who are really taking their college journey seriously. So just for sticking on with me, I'm going to give you a bonus at the end. It's going to be awesome. So I can't wait to share that with you. As I've stated, there's no replays for this. So make sure that you really listen to it, absorb the information, and take notes. Also, if you give me some permission, I want to share something with you special at the end that's really going to help you take this journey further and really take it to another level. If you stick with me, I can tell you exactly what it is, and I'll tell you exactly how to get involved in that. So here's what we're covering today. We're going to cover how to choose a major. We're going to cover how to easily handle FAFSA. If you're not sure, FAFSA puts a lot of people out of commission, a lot of students out of school. So I'm going to teach you how to really get involved and really handle that, get wraps around that. Also, the best ways to get a scholarship. A ton of students never take advantage of it. So I'm going to give you some great ways on how to really do that. I'm also going to help you get experience in your major. What do you really need to do? Where do you need to go? How does all of this work? Because as you may or may not know, that it's not just about getting a degree anymore. You also got to have that experience to go along with the degree if you really want to be successful. That's really what you're going to need to know. And this is the overall theme. And you're going to hear me talk about this a lot, and that's the graduation trifecta. This is the model that you need to be focused on while you're in college. Everything boils around this one model of the graduation trifecta. All of these, from the major, FAFSA, scholarship, getting experience, internships, everything that I'm going to teach are really the core, and these are just a few, and then there's more that go with it, which is included in the book as well. It's really talking about this graduation trifecta that you really got to understand. So that's the theme that we're going to be talking about today. Now, let me let you know, if you figure all of this out, if you really get this, you will automatically get the job that you dreamed up, and you will love college. See, the problem is many students who are, first of all, lucky enough to graduate, right? They might not even graduate, but if they're lucky enough to actually graduate, they don't get into the career that they really enjoy, or the career of their dreams, because they haven't set themselves up the right way in college. So by the time it comes upon graduation, now they're scrambling. And when employees are looking for students, everybody has a degree, right? So they're looking for, all right, where's that extra edge that they got that could really bring their skills to the job. And then other students who don't really like college, or don't enjoy it, don't think it was a fun experience, because they never did anything while they was in college. They didn't try different things out, activities or joint organizations, fraternities, sororities, or really road trip or do anything. They might have been just like a hermit crab, and I'm pretty sure there may be some exceptions, but majority of the time when you look at certain people who really didn't like the process, it's because they didn't take full advantage of all the opportunities that they had around them to actually enjoy it. All right, and I just want to let you know that you can do this. We're all the same. We're all human. We all make mistakes throughout the process, but you can do this. All right, and I don't want to just say that just to let you know, like, all right, well, I can do it. No, I'm letting you know that anything that anybody else can do, you can do. All right, all you have to do is just train for it. Just always keep in mind that anything that you need to do as far as getting to the profession that you want, you have to go train for it. You have to get the skills that's necessary in order to get the position that you want. So as long as you keep that in mind, you're always going to have that competitive advantage within your career, within your industry, and within your major over the other students. So how did I do it? Well, let me just let you know, first of all, I was blessed to even go to college. I came from an environment, as I said earlier, that didn't promote college. I was in an environment where, I was rolling with the wrong crowd, and their ambitions wasn't to go to college. I just put it to you that way. But I was blessed enough to have a cousin in my family who was interested in going to college, and that kind of put the light bulb in my head to say, maybe college is not a bad thing. So I ended up going to college, just me and my mother trying to figure this whole thing out. And let you know, I was confused at first. I was scared. I didn't know I didn't have too many role models around me that was going to college, and my parents didn't graduate college, so I didn't really have that kind of role model there to really walk me through that process. So I was confused, scared. I was scared and confused about being judged. What are people going to think about me? About, all right, can I handle this coursework, the course load, or can I even afford school? It's very expensive to, really just everything is kind of overwhelming. It's almost like a culture shock at first, like just trying to figure out and just get everything together. But along the way, I learned certain things. Along the way, I started noticing that some students are doing some things. Okay, that's how they handle that, or okay, that's how. All right, that's what I should do. Oh, in this area, okay, scholarships are a good thing. Maybe I should look at that, or internships. So there were certain things that I learned along the way that really just helped me, and it was just my curiosity to learn that really helped prepare me for success. So when I met with opportunities, that I was able to be successful. Like for an internship, for an IT internship, on campus. One of the things that I was just kind of preparing for it to be hired, and I came back week after week after week after week after getting shut down, and I just I just wore the director down so much where she said, what, listen, now we got to open in, listen, this is what you have to do, hand in this paperwork, come see me on Monday. I said, listen, you don't have to worry about anything, I'm going to handle everything right now. And just really just being prepared, being ready for it, and just took advantage of that opportunity when it came, and it helped me get some of that initial experience that I needed to get hired into my career. So just keeping that up, it helped me graduate with my master's degree and, get good grades with that. And then also just continue to learn and continue to grow myself. And from that inspired me to want to help other students and bring and help them enjoy their dreams and get into the things that they want to get into after college. So that's a little bit about my story and how I got into it. And really what that led me to meeting some of the industries in the world's greats that's really doing big things with students, like E.T., Eric Thomas, also known as E.T., the hip hop preacher who inspires the world, motivating millions, helping them accomplish their dreams, helping students accomplish their goals, and really just a great guy, great person that helped me, that helped us be able to, me just learn and certain things people, gravitate into your life when you're really, on the path to some of the things that you really want to do in life. And that also led me to meeting Malik Yoba, singer, movie star, TV actor. You may have known him from the TV series Empire, and he's doing really big things with students in high schools, organizations, colleges, and really just getting students ready to take that next step in their life. And that's some of the things that can happen if you really just keep yourself prepared, continue to meet good people, and do what you're really supposed to do while you're in college. And listen, let me let you know, this is not just me. I'm not the only person that's just talking about this, right? Or doing it. We have other students that did it. Like Erin, she successfully handled her roommate issues. She was a student who was college was brand new to her too. They threw her in a situation with a roommate situation. And, first time, she never really had any roommates like that. And, it's both of them just kind of trying to figure things out, trying to just do things along the way. And as she was in that situation, fights constantly, arguments constantly. And this is within like the first few weeks of trying to get along. The AC is too high, the room is too dirty, you're doing this too loud. And things just got so out of hand where that she ended up having to switch roommates, get a new roommate. And sometimes it'll be like that. Sometimes you can work things out, and other times you're just gonna have to get a new roommate. So that's what happened with her situation. So as she entered this new roommate situation, I spoke to her and said, hey, what we should do for this situation is just sit down with her initially and go over some of the things that you like, that you do, that you enjoy, or some of the things that you all can tolerate within the house. So say, all right, listen, I like the AC, this high, right? This is the certain level of cleanliness we want to have in the room. All right, you can borrow my stuff at this time. You can use this, you can use that. Okay, maybe you can eat that if I have it, or whatever the case is. And since then, things have been moving very smoothly. And there was another situation when she was on campus with a friend that at a house party. And this happened to me plenty of times where things could get kind of violent at a house party, from fights to even shooting. In this unfortunate situation, her friend ended up getting shot. And luckily, she made it through. But it's the awareness factor that you got to have, especially when you attending things off campus. So, after the conversation that we had, as far as really just being aware and knowing, go certain places with people, friends, and everything of that nature. Now she's moving a little bit better, and the environment that she finds herself in is a little bit more stay safe. And now she's living stress free. So, these are stories of just everyday, regular students that's just making the right steps, step by step. So let me just let you know why students fail. Let's just start off with that. First, students fail, one, because they can't pay for college. They're not really, a lot of students just think, all right, college is about passing school, but it's also about paying for it. If you can't pay for it, you can't even pass. So they don't know about certain things such as like scholarships, and they don't know certain things as far as like how to handle the FAFSA process certain ways, which we're going to jump into a little bit later. And it's really messing them up. So they can't pay for school. Another one is the inability to balance school and work. Especially when you move off campus, you got to work, and then now you got car insurance, and you got rent, and you got everything that you need to pay, car notes you might have, gas, food, all of that stacked up, you feel like you have to work more hours, and it's hard for you to balance work, and then also you have the coursework that you need to handle as well, and that can become very stressful. So a lot of students can't take that stress, and then also just partying way too much. Some students get to school and just lose their mind, where they just partying all over the place, and they missing out on their responsibilities that they're supposed to be doing. So they missing out on test exams when they're supposed to be studying. They out partying, going to kickbacks, and doing all types of things, which can be cool, but you got to know when to do things. And these are the students that just fall behind. And if you ever talk to any alumni or even any seniors that messed their grades up in the beginning, it's hard as hell to try to get your grades back up. And I'm telling you that it can be hard as hell to really get your grades back up. So this is why students really just don't make it. And then also, just the coursework is overwhelming as well. Too much work. You take in 5, 6, 7 classes at the same time. 3, 4 of the classes you might have exams. Another 3, 4 you might have research papers due. Trying to do everything is just gonna be just too much. Because college is really, if you think about it, college is like a pit bull. When a pit bull is protecting you, it's the best thing in this world. You're happy, right? But when a pit bull turns against you, it could be your worst nightmare, the worst thing in the world. And college is pretty much the same way. When things are going good, you getting the knowledge, you getting experience that you need, you having fun. That's all great, but that's only if you take advantage of it in a positive way. If you take advantage of it in a negative way, or you're not really using it to your fullest potential, the bad can really get ugly. Like you'll be in thousands of dollars of debt, with no career, with no degree, and you will be living on your mother's couch for the next 15 years if you keep playing games. And it happens time after time after time again. So you don't really want that to be you, all right? So how do you get over all this? And how do you be successful throughout the process? Well, that's what we're going to talk about right now. So here is the secret. This is called the Graduation Trifecta. This is the system that I put together that helps college students really focus on what's important for college and how to move up through everything, all right? So I'm going to walk you through exactly what this is, how it works. So it's the 3 E's, the Graduation Trifecta, right? Remember these, because this is the thing that everything is wrapped around. This is what the rest of this talk is going to be based off of, all right? It's going to be based off of education. Education that's dealing with, of course, like studying, how to study, how to take tests. You want to know, what you need to be doing inside the class, what you need to be doing outside of class. Those are the things that you really need to be focusing on that's around education. Next is experience. As we stated earlier, you can't just have a degree. You got to have that experience too. So we're talking about what experience do you need? How do you get that hands-on experience through internships? How do you network with people? How do you really build up your resume so that when it's time to really put it out in the world, employers want you to work for them and they're willing to pay you a salary right upon graduation? And then also expression. How do you really find your identity? How do you really know what you're interested in, what you like to do, and impact the world as well? So that could be anything from, joining organizations, fraternities, sororities, to, and then it's also fun as well, to partying, to organizations, to, to everything outside of that other realm, to, really find out who you are and make impact community. And really find out other part of yourself so you can grow and really understand who you are. So that's the 3 E's. That's the Graduation Trifecta. Plus, what we have is you have each level, right? So I don't know what level you're listening to this at right now, but this system is to help you at every level that you're at. Because if you think about it, right, where you at when you come in as a freshman, right, you're just trying to wrap your head around this whole college thing. What is this college process about, right? You're just trying to understand how to move, what to do, make sure that you're not doing anything wrong. You're doing what you're supposed to do, right? As sophomore and junior, now you really, at that point in time, you got a little bit acclimated. You got your freshman year down packed. Right now, you're really just kind of trying to get that experience, see what you really kind of want to do. You want to start getting that momentum of college now, and then you want to get to enjoy it, because now you pretty much got a good idea of the basics. but you really now you kind of want to enjoy it and then get that momentum to move forward throughout the years, right? So that's really sophomore and junior. And then senior, you just trying to get up out of there. You trying to be out and you trying to have that career lined up so you can make this money, so you can enjoy yourself, so you can really make an impact in whatever your profession is. So the graduation trifecta touches all parts of it touches every level of college. So you'll be able to just find your place in there and be able to succeed along the way. All right, so let's go ahead and just jump into how to choose a major. So this would be under the education, right? So we'll talk about it, and as I've said, the model is way more than that. But I just want to hit on a few major parts right now, and this is how to choose a major. So really, what do you need to do how to choose a major? So first, if you don't know what you want to do, first you need to understand the difference between a deep desire and a casual interest. Just because you're interested in something not necessarily means you need to take it up as a major. You need to know what you deeply desire, what you really have an affinity for, what you really can do, and you could lose time doing. Maybe that could be an area that's related to things that you have skills in. So you want to make sure that you figure out what that deep desire is. So I want you to choose a few categories, maybe maybe two, three different professions. Boil it down to that. Then once you have it down, let's say if you can get it down to two, I want you to do some research on it. Do research on both. See which one you kind of like the best out of both of them after you see what the job details are like, what the skills you need, what the day-to-day. So you're going to be looking at videos, interviews, and different things that I need you to find that out. Once you figure it out, let's say you got one that you really think this is it, I want you to start talking to some people in the industry. It's trying to see what the day-to-day is like. Then I also want you to find some students and then also kind of see what their day-to-day is like as far as courses. And then after that, if money's important to you, look at the money, see what the salaries are looking like, see what the kind of different levels that you have to get to and what their kind of average salary range are. And then once you get after all of that, if you really still like it and you want to pursue it, then I say just go for it. Just go for it and choose that and select that as a major. Whether you going, you selecting the college, or whether you already in school and you realizing after you do this that the major that I'm in right now, after going through this test and looking at all these, I think I actually want to try this one over here and go for it. I can really see myself. So that's the kind of thought process that should be taking place. I wish when I started I didn't have this, but now if I had to go through all this again and start completely from scratch, I would do this exact model to choose a major, right? So make sure that you are going through that. All right, next we're going to look at making FAFSA easy. FAFSA puts a lot of people out the game, a lot of students out the game, families, parents, everybody. So this is a section where you don't just want to be hurrying up and doing FAFSA and put anything down, because you have to remember that they choose how much age you get based off your application, based on what you put down on that paper. So it's not just about hurrying up and finishing. I remember when I first started doing it, I just wanted to hurry up because I felt uncomfortable having to keep calling my mother to try to get her social security. Let me get her tax. I need her tax form. What did you make? And I could tell that I was making her feel uncomfortable too. So, because I didn't have everything together. Maybe if I had to do it on 1 or 2 phone calls and make the process happen easier, like it would have been a lot smoother. So let me give you a few things that you can do to help just make this FAFSA process easy. So first you want to do is check your start dates and know your deadlines. Start dates are important because the sooner you apply, the more likely you are to get more aid, right? And then the same thing with deadlines. If you wait until after the deadline, you probably get little to no aid. And 9 times out of 10, if you applying for FAFSA, you probably don't have the money to pay for school. So you don't want to have to come out of pocket, or you don't want to have to be waiting to go to school next year because of that. All right. And then also, as I stated, you want to fill out the information correctly. Don't just hurry up and just fill in anything so you could be done. This is part of helping you get the most aid that you can get. So make sure that that information is correct. And then what many students don't know is that you can reject an award letter. Actually, you can actually have them recalculated based off circumstances that may have changed in your family. Your mother, your father may have lost a job, but then now the income is different. Thus, your contribution the contribution towards college is different, so they should be able to adjust that award letter amount and then send it back out to you as well based on that. Now, let's look at scholarships. What do you need to do to get scholarships? And I really wish that I would have took advantage of this while I was in school. I didn't really know these things. As I was going through the process, I really thought scholarships were just like for geeks or athletes. One of the way, like if I'm not a geek or if I'm not smart, I can't get a scholarship, or if I'm not good at writing, I can't get one, or if I'm not an athlete, I can't get one. And there's a ton of different scholarships that you can get in all types of areas. Scholarships don't always just have to be for paying for tuition. You can also have like book scholarships depending on where you go. So you can use the money for different things. Now, understand that the scholarships and everything is not just those areas. You get scholarships based on the school you go to, based on your major, your background, your religion, different contests you can enter yourself in. So there's a wide different range of scholarships you can get it in. Now, where can you go to get one? A popular one you could go to is College Board. College Board has a ton of different scholarships, and they do it based on criteria as well. So you can, say, your situation or where you want a scholarship at, or, what areas and different things. They have a whole criteria you can go through. There's another way that you can do it as well. You can do it through Facebook. You can go online to Facebook, and you can find groups and conversations of people around scholarships. You never know what people know or what places where to go. So just simple search, look under the discussion, or see what people are talking about. They may give you websites or see what groups are available, and then you can access scholarships that way. And then also, let's say if you want to get like a book scholarship, you can go to local organizations or companies in the area, and you can just create kind of like a proposal, a sheet, a letter, let them know a little bit about yourself and let them know what you really want the scholarship for, and you can get access to that scholarship as well. So just know that you have some options there, and really go out and try it. It'll be worth your time if you can get your books paid for. You know how expensive those can be. Or if you can get part of your tuition paid for as well. Now, let's look at the best ways to get some experience. So getting experience or getting internships is key, right? It's very important. So a few ways to help you find internships is, one, you want to be networking with friends, family, professors, everybody that you know, right? If you know that you need to get experience in a certain area, or after you did your research, right, you said, you know what, these 5 to 7 skills are looking like this is the most important as I've been looking through certain professions or like other people's resumes or whatever, right, job descriptions online. So let me go and get these skills. Let me find who I know that can help me get these skills. Or what you can do is you can go through online certifications, you go through online trainings, complete those trainings, and you'll be able to get those skills. Let's say if it's like Microsoft Project or something like that, you want to be a project manager or whatever the case is, and that's important for you to know Microsoft Project. Well, there's online certifications and things and trainings you can go online and do in order to get that skill. And then guess what? You can put it on your resume now. So that's really going to help you out. You can find local companies that you can work for, either paid or for free, to get the experience. And then also you can join organizations that do things that will help you get that experience. Like for me, in my department, I joined an organization called the National Society of Black Engineers. And one of the things they did was they connected with local vendors, local companies to come in and then perform whatever projects they're working on. So I was lucky enough to be working on those projects, and that just helped build my skill up, help build my resume up as well. So you can do the exact same thing. Now, when you look at all of these different areas, right, and essentially, as I said, this is part of the graduation trifecta, right? So when you look at all of these different areas, just these for what we went over today, this can save you thousands of dollars, save you thousands from having to take classes, right? I've seen students take classes up to the junior year and then switch their major, or just trying to learn things, and it took them longer to learn. They graduate semesters later, years later. So these are the things that I've learned throughout my tenure of college and thereafter. So this knowledge that I'm giving you right now could save you thousands of dollars and 10 years of having to learn this. Now, you could go and try to figure all of this out and come back 10 years later and say, all right, now I got it. Or you can just learn based on what I'm teaching you right now. So when you put all of these together, you could just imagine yourself walking across that stage with your degree. Just imagine yourself getting that position over other students, because you're going to notice that you're doing things other students aren't doing, and then you're going to know it's going to be setting yourself apart from the crowd. And you're going to realize that employees are chasing you down so they can pay you, give you a salary, so you can be once you leave school and once you graduate, they're going to be excited for you to come on their team and work for their company. So that's what can really happen. Now, let me go over a few frequently asked questions that I usually get from students. And I just want to help you debunk some of these if you feel like you really need help with any of these. Now, one is, how do I get good grades? Well, one, if you want to get good grades, first you got to make sure that you know what's due. That's first and foremost. And we've all been guilty of trying to figure out what to do. And, you forget exams, you forget assignments and things that's due. You really have to know what you need to do. So in order to know what to do, you got to be in class. So you got to know what to do inside the classroom. Pay attention, focus, take good notes, be engaged in class, and do class participation. Outside of class, you got to be focused on your study and you got to get your work done. Focus on your study, it means phone off, no Facebook, Instagram, worst or hip hop, Snapchat. You don't want people walking up to you and kind of just distracting you, because you really need to be able to understand the work and focus on it. All right, you be able to do that, you'll see your grades really go up. Two, how do I balance school and work? There's another common question that I get. You balance school and work. Let's say if you have a job, and let's say you got rent and everything that you need to do and pay as well. In order to really balance the two, one, you need to understand. It's going to take a little bit of math. You need to understand everything that you're paying for: cell phone, gas, rent, car note, insurance. You got to understand, calculate all that, right? Let's say it comes out to $1,000. You know that you have to work a certain amount of hours each week in order to cover your basic expenses, food, all that, right? And then after that, this is the amount I got to work every week, per month, in order to pay for everything. Now that I have that, all right, what are my free hours? And then those hours, you say, all right, boom, all right, I have an hour each day to study, or an hour and a half each day to study. And then you use that time uninterrupted to study. So once you have those two things locked down, then you can use your extracurricular time to do things that you want. But you got to have a really tight schedule and understand what you need to do so you can still get those good grades and still be able to make money to handle your responsibilities. And then how do you make money? Well, some ways to make money on campus is if you have any kind of skills. You could do braids, you could do crochet braids, you can do shape-ups, haircuts, you can sell candy, cupcakes, donuts. You can ton of ways to make money on campus. You can fix laptops. People who do research papers, do work study on campus. You could work off campus and maybe do a restaurant. They got pretty flexible hours, so you can go online, do different things online, virtual assistant, or you could do multi-level marketing, network marketing. So there's a ton of things that you can do. You really just have to see what resonates with you, and then what really works with your schedule as well. So, but these are some of the things that really just put students out the game so easy, And the best thing I would say too, if you can do, especially like with the making money, if you can make money in an area that's gonna also help you get skills, wow, that'd be awesome, because those would be things you can actually add to your resume, and you can have that skill set under your belt for when you go into your career, right? So you be able to do these things, plus the things we talked about earlier for the graduation trifecta. You'll be able to prove those people wrong that didn't believe in you. I know a lot of students have students that didn't believe in them, or teachers or guidance counselors that didn't believe in them, or even sometimes like their own parents just think that college is too much for them, maybe too much, and they can't really handle it. So it's kind of hard for them to, really let go. You know how it is. Like, it's hard for your parents to kind of really trust you to be totally on your own. So, if you get these things down pat, what I'm talking about, you'll really find yourself doing big things in college and getting yourself to really graduate college. All right. Now, let me let you know, this is the time that you don't want to waste any more time trying to figure out this all on your own. Like I said, it took it took me about 10 years to really just get all this down solid to a place where I can help students really just get through this process. And I wish I knew at least half of the stuff that I learned over the past 10 years, because things would have went a lot smoother. I would have went through a lot faster, right? But the lucky thing is that you're here, and I can show you how to really supercharge your success through the college process. Now, I usually get a lot of questions. So many questions from students that it takes up a lot of time, really, me trying to answer and talk one-on-one. So what I decided to do was create a course that gives you some of my best training, that gives you all my best training in order to help you through that process, all right? And what I got for you is an online academy that I created called Dreams to Degree. With this online academy, it's going to talk about the overall theme, as we said, called the Graduation Trifecta, and you're going to be able to join it. And it's really easy to afford, and it's really easy to do as well. I made sure that I broke it down for you. I made it simple, something that you can understand, you consume, and you can take step by step, day by day, and you'll be able to learn something new and then implement it, and then you'll always be able to come back to it. So that's what I have with the Dreams to Degree Academy. I'm going to let you know a little bit more about it. If you come and join this program, you're going to get a money back guarantee, 30 days. And if you don't think this is the best comprehensive training that you've ever taken, you get your money back within 30 days. You can opt out at any time. This is a month-to-month program. So, and this is really just to help you throughout the year, throughout the semester, throughout each semester, to just walk you through step by step. I'm there with you, holding your hand, and we're gonna get you through this semester, right? So I'm working with you. All right. So let me just let you know exactly what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the Graduation Trifecta, which is a full course, which is 32 modules. All right. So 32 modules of different categories, different things that you're gonna learn, and you're gonna be able to go through those day by day to bring you further throughout that process. You're also going to get monthly training calls. Every month, we're going to get on the phone together, right? You, and the other students in the program, we're going to get on the call together, and we're going to have our own. We're going to have our own course, but instead of learning about math, the history, the course that we're going to have that's going to go alongside of your semester is actually going to be strictly about helping you succeed throughout the semester, if you get what I'm saying. So we're going to be working side by side, and I'm going to be training you on different things to help you through that process too. So you're going to be learning how to basically learning how to get through college while you're going through college, which is an awesome thing. And then if you can't make the monthly training calls, then don't worry about it, because I'm going to give you access to all the training call replays. So at any point in time, you're always going to be able to come back and refer to those trainings as well, okay? And then you're also going to get a live Q&A. You can ask me any questions that you want, anything that's either related or unrelated, because I want to help you grow as a person too, right? So anything that's related or unrelated you need help with as you're going through this process, you can talk to me about, and I'll help you as well through that process. So if you really want results, you need to get in this program. So let me just take a little bit deeper dive to let you know some of the things that you're going to get. By any means, it's not a full list, but I'm going to let you know a little bit about what you're going to get. One, we already talked about choosing the major that you love, but we're going to really go deep and talk about how to specifically choose a major that you really enjoy and that you really love. So you're going to get access to that. You're also going to get access to how to motivate yourself to do anything. How do you get up to go to class, motivate yourself to study, take tests, how you motivate yourself to do research papers, everything that you need to know, everything that you need to do, get internships, scholarships. What are the things that you really need to be focused on, paying attention to in order to help motivate yourself to do anything in college. You're also going to learn how to get straight A's in college. This is it's fun. This is definitely a fun module as well. You're going to learn everything that you need to do within the classroom and outside the classroom. You're going to learn step-by-step ways to specifically go out and get internships. I'm going to show you exactly some of the things that I've done in order to get an internship and help you get that experience that you need. You're also going to learn how to build an amazingly attractive resume, because what's the point of having the degree and having the skills, but your resume looks trash? Just to keep it real, because you can have all of that, but if your resume doesn't look good, employers still won't hire you. You're sloppy. You don't know how to even create a resume. So I'm going to teach you how to do that from scratch and make it amazing. You're also going to be able to learn the best places to find scholarships. Where do you need to go, and what do you really need to do in order to help you get some scholarships to pay for school, to pay for some of your expenses or books. And then also how to handle and understand the FAFSA process, the process that gets so many people out the game because they can't afford it, is another thing that you're going to learn as well, right? So this is a very short list. There's a ton of other things that you're going to learn as well. And let me just let you know, like, if you get this wrong or you end up doing bad or dropping out or anything like that, do you understand that once you're not in school, I don't know what background you came from, but you're going back where you came from. And I know for me, if I didn't learn some of the things that I'm teaching within this academy, that I would have went back right where I came from, and I could have easily went back around the wrong crowd, getting locked up or stuck doing a job that I hated for the rest of my life. And that's really what you have to look forward to if you don't get through this process. And you want to get your dreams, your goals, and you really want to make a difference in the world and enjoy what you do. But it may not necessarily be the easiest thing to do, but you can do it. All right, and you don't want to end up like that. All right, and then there's also much more things that we're gonna learn. We just getting warmed up. All right, so just know that you can really make an impact on the world. You can do it. I'm telling you that you can do it. You can be wealthy if that's what you choose to do. You can make an impact changing people's lives if that's what you want to do. You can be excited about college. And you can really live the life of your dreams if you so wish to do. It's just a few things that you have to do different than other students in order to make it through that process. And one of the students that's making it through the process now is Rashawn, and he successfully completed his freshman year. Coming in from a similar background, similar environment than myself, and he made it through his freshman year. He trucked through and got it done. He gained clarity. One of the things that we talked about as he was going through, as he started, was he wasn't really too clear about his major, and he gained some real clarity and real insight at the fact that, all right, this is really what I know, what I want to do as a major. And he's going forward, full-fledged, and he's really excited about that. And just something as simple as just having clarity about what you want to do can really go a long way, all right? So let's talk about tuition for the course. Okay, now for the Graduation Trifecta full course, that value is $197 for that. So you'll be able to have access to all the modules as we stated earlier. Also, you're going to have access to the monthly training course, which is $89. You're also going to have access to the trainer core replay, which is $35. And then you also get access to the live Q&A where you can ask me anything for $99. And just to give you a little bit of context of that, when organizations and when schools hire me to speak, I charge $1,000 just to speak to them for an hour. So you're going to be able to get on these calls, have some live Q&A with me. We're going to talk maybe about 30 minutes to an hour every session. You'll be able to ask your questions as well. So that'll be $99, okay, for that. All right, so when you add all of that up, that the total tuition for this course to the Dreams to Degree Academy is a total of $420, and you can take your college success to the next level. Now, if you really think about how much would you pay for the value, in case you don't really understand the value. Let's just look at one thing. Let's just look at the Graduation Trifecta full course. If you just took one of those modules, let's just say how to get scholarships, right? And let's say you just learned how to really craft a letter that you want in order to get scholarships for books. Let's just say $700 scholarship. If you know how to really approach organizations and companies and ask for a scholarship, and you get that $700 scholarship, that one module by itself already is more than the tuition that you paid to join this academy. So think about the value more than what you paid in order to make a decision on whether you should join the course or not. And everything else that you're going to get from asking questions and really learning from other students, you're really gonna be able to take your success to the whole next level. All right. So as I've stated earlier, you're gonna get a 30-day money back guarantee, full refunds, no questions asked, and you can leave the program at any time. And if you don't feel like this is the best training that you ever experienced, the most comprehensive college success training that you ever attended or been a part of, just ask for your money back, and there's not going to be any questions asked. But I know you're going to enjoy it. All right. There's just one thing in that this is urgent. It's time sensitive because we can't just have this running all day. One, the price is going to go up because I only reward students who wants to take this seriously and they want to get on top of it, so they can really you can really get your college success in order, everything that you need to do. And then also, I'm only opening this up twice a year because we're going through, as I've stated, we're going through our own course that is concurrent with the school year. So it's going to start at the beginning of each semester. So if you don't get in now at the beginning of the semester, once we start, you can't join. It's just like school. It's like college. You can't come in halfway through the semester doing midterms and then try to enroll and just finish the year out. So you got to start from the beginning and go through the semester. And once you're in at the start of the semester, now you're good. You're in until the rest of your college journey, whether you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, whatever. Once you're in and you start, you're in for the rest of your college journey, which is a good thing. Now, I know I might have some students that really love the program, really excited about it, but they don't really know if they can afford it right now. So I think I'm gonna do something a little bit special just to kind of ease the burden a little bit. All right. Now, originally I was gonna make this course $1,000 because your average course you go through for a semester is about $1,000 depending on the university, and that's what I was gonna do. So, but I said, you know what? When I came. I was a broke college student. When I came from an environment that didn't have that much money, and I wanted to really do this for the average student to really get through it. So I said, you know what? The course costs $420, but I want to make it a little bit more affordable. So let me see what I can do in order to do that. So what I decided to do was cut the price and give you a scholarship for this course. I decided to give you a $411 scholarship for this course. So now it's no longer $420. Now all you pay, the tuition is only $9 a month, and you'll have access to everything that we went over, the full Graduation Trifecta full course, the training calls, the replays, and you get the live Q&A session, everything for just $9 a month. Now I put some free stuff out there as well, but there's just certain things that you have to invest in order to get a return out of. And if graduating college is something that's important to you, then you might want to think about investing in joining this course. And I purposely made it $9 because I wanted to make it cheaper than Netflix, because if college could spend money on that Netflix and chill movement, you could spend $9 a month on making sure that you graduate and get through the college and graduation movement and get into your career that you love movement. So it's a small price to pay in order for you to really be part of a community that's really going to help push you forward each and every semester and hold you accountable as well. Okay, so I'm just letting you know that I did it and you can do it too. Remember, I came in just like you. And only difference I did is I learned from students. I learned from other people. I learned from mentors that made me got a little bit better, figured out a few things. I had a blast throughout college, joined fraternities and organizations and did activities on campus. I was blessed enough to be able to get hired straight from college to a Fortune 500 company. I was able to get straight A's in my master's program from just a few things that I've learned from some other students. And then really, I was able to find the love of my life within college as well. So, you do some things right, things could really go well for you. You'll be happier. You'll have a higher self-esteem. You'll be able, which is going to give you more confidence to handle problems. Imagine having the confidence to handle problems. Once you get hired once you go on that interview, and once you get hired for a company, you have confidence that you can handle and solve problems. That's exactly, you're going to be the golden child for them, and there's going to be you're going to have great things in your future if you're able to do that. And that's exactly the journey that we're going to take you on. All right. So just for that, if you remember, I told you that as you stay with me to the end, I'm going to have a few bonuses for you if you get enrolled up in this course. And I keep my word when I tell you things like that. So here we go. First bonus, we're going to give you access to my private student community. You're going to be able to talk to other students, bounce ideas off, ask questions, learn different things. I'm going to be part of the community as well, answering questions and talking and engaging in a conversation. This is a private Facebook community that you'll be able to be a part of, and it's going to help you bring you a lot further, faster, and help you graduate faster, all right? So this is just a quick snippet of what the Facebook groups look like. Then bonus number 2, you're going to get exclusive video training to how to eat healthy on a college budget. You need that energy. You need that vitality to help get you through college, help you get you up in the morning, help to get you to class, and help you study so you're not falling asleep while you're reading or while you're on a laptop. And your friends are really going to notice that your energy is changing because you eat in different things, putting different things in your body. So I'm going to show you how to do that. That's going to be a nice little video training that you'll be able to have access to. And then bonus number 3, you're going to get a step-by-step worksheet on how to be a mentor. If you really want to help other students, similar to what I'm doing, the only thing I'm really doing is just I'm a little bit further than you. I'm just providing you with a few things that you can do to help yourself on your path. And if you really want to do the same thing and help other students get through their path, and you want to learn how to be a mentor, I'm going to show you that for free on a worksheet that you'll be able to easily download and just follow that step by step to be a mentor. All right. So let's just recap everything that you're going to get today. You're going to get the Graduation Trifecta full course, which is 32 modules, and specifically why I chose 32 modules is because there's about 16 weeks in a semester approximately. Typically, your average class you're taking maybe about twice a week. So I wanted to make this a semester worth of material for you to be able to consume. Now, I don't want to take a whole semester to give you all the modules, to give you everything. So I said what I'm going to do is I'll just give it to you once a day. So it's enough for you to learn and then be able to implement, take some action on that. All right. So you're going to learn that once a day. You're also going to get the monthly value training calls that you'll be able to be on and listen to. And we're going to go through our own course and curriculum and help you get through that process. You're also going to get access to the training call replay as well. If you can't make it, you're also going to get access to the live Q&A calls, which you'll be able to ask me anything that you want to ask me. You're also going to be able to get access to the private student community, bounce ideas off of, see what other students are going through, talk through it. You're also going to get access to the How to Eat Healthy on a College Budget exclusive video training as well. Get that energy that you need. And also How to Be a Mentor, the step-by-step worksheet that you'll be able to download and you'll be able to follow if you want to inspire and help other students through the process as well. You understand that if you really follow everything that we're going through, that you will really notice yourself getting ahead further than other students. You're going to be like, wow, this is something that wow, I can really do this. And you're going to see yourself just getting more opportunities, see yourself being more successful than other students. And that's how it works when you get access to great knowledge and information. Now, the only thing is, as I said, this is a one-time only thing. You have to do it now, all right? I'll give you until midnight, but that's it. This I give students discounts and advantages for really taking action on something that they want to do now. I'm telling you, the price is going up, and you're not going to be able to get access to this because we got to get these training courses started by the time the semester starts. So you have to do it now, but I'm giving you until really midnight. So listen, if you was part of this whole Netflix and chill movement, and that's something, and that's what you've been investing your money in, take some money, find the money somewhere to invest in yourself to help you graduate. Now, let me also say this, that this is not for all students. If you're unless you're in a place to really supercharge your way to graduation and take yourself to the next level, then it may not really be for you. Some students, as we said earlier, might still be in kind of that party mode and not really ready, don't really know what they really know what they want to do, and they're not going to take this program really seriously. I'm looking for serious students who's looking to really work hard and play hard also. Really to get that work in, get that experience, but also be able to have fun and be able to look back and say, I really enjoyed college. It was great. I might have found my boyfriend, my girlfriend, husband, wife in college, or I might have really just enjoyed myself, but I also made good use of it because I got into the career that I loved and I graduated. And then also just know that you're more likely to inspire people, younger siblings, nieces, nephews, friends, really people that you care about. People are watching you, and you're being a role model to more people. And you do what you're supposed to. You'll graduate, you'll get the money that you want to get, and you'll be able to serve and help a lot of people. So always keep that in mind. So this sounds like something that you really want to get into, an academy that you want to be a part of, a community that you want to do, a movement that you want to grow with. Then click the button below and join the Dreams to Degree Academy right now, all right? And just for sticking around, I got one more special thing for you. Bonus number 4, which is a behind-the-scenes interview on how to get a 4.0 GPA, all right? I had an interview with a guy named Trenton. And this guy's a 4.0 GPA, and he let all of his secrets out, all of his strategies on. And this is not like no geek or no lame guy that's just in his room all day to get a 4.0. No, this is a guy who is able to get a 4.0, but he still goes to the parties, he still goes to the activities and does things on campus and still gets it done. But he lets you know exactly what he did to get that 4.0 GPA. So I'm gonna release that interview to you so you'll be able to listen to that and implement some of the things that he said and take some good notes on that, all right? Just for being with me and taking that. So that's the extra little special bonus that you get, all right? So like I said, you can get all of this right now. Just now, I can't let too many people in because I want to still keep the engagement high. So I don't know what level I want to cut that. I want to cut the enrollment off to, but just make sure that you get in a program now because I'll stop it at some point in time once I reach a certain amount of people. But so make sure you do it now. You have until midnight to get it. Remember that you can't join once the semester starts because we're going to get them training calls going, and we have a curriculum that we're going to go off of in order to help you be successful, all right? And so those monthly calls will definitely kick off. So I'm so glad you decided to join me here today. Click the button below to join the movement, to join the community, to help yourself get through this college process. I can't wait for you to join the course and to join these training courses. So until I see you in the course, continue to grind, live college to the fullest, and I'll see you on the other side.